Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woods Sports Gaming. It's Coach Woods here, and we're diving deep into the thrilling world of NCAA college football. 26 with the Iowa State Cyclones. What a season it's been so far. We're sitting pretty at 8-2, and the energy here in Ames is absolutely electric as we gear up for our next matchup against Kansas. But the excitement doesn't stop there. We've got one more home game, and then it's off to face a struggling Oklahoma State team, who are currently 2-7. After that incredible victory against TCU last week, the question on everyone's mind is, can the Cyclones keep this momentum going and fight their way into a playoff spot? The path is laid out and the stakes couldn't be higher. It's important to remember that while we're bringing you all the action and analysis, the game content itself is owned by EA Sports. We're just here to share our passion and experience with you all. This season has been a testament to the hard work and dedication of this virtual team. Every play, every game has brought us closer to our goals. We've seen incredible plays, nail-biting finishes, and moments that truly define what college football is all about. The journey to the playoffs is a challenging one, filled with ups and downs. But the spirit of competition and the pursuit of excellence are what drive us forward. We're excited to see how the rest of the season unfolds and if the Cyclones can make their mark. Thanks for joining us for this look at the Iowa State Cyclones in NCAA college football 26. We appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this, feel free to follow and subscribe for more gaming content.
Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cyclones will put turtle leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will get the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad.
Gashing the D on the right. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. For the Cyclones of Iowa State, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cyclones will put turtle leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will get the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad.
Gashing the D on the right. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Cyclones offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your...
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Here we go.
Give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. A 6-yard pickup that leaves.
Perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Not will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down to keep the offense on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. 10. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Play number 9 on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video, booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
42 Spider. 4-2.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, what a cut! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Right back to the well. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Holds and fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up... Got him on the turf. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finding open areas. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take... Stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go. Here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Finds the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red. And down. The give from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to?
With that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got it on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Forced out of the pocket. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. And you know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having goal. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're close and move it forward, and they're close down at the 48.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him.
There he goes! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Barrels ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! And that one will put them up here in the second half. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real-time.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has...
Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch.
Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
You've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing, so do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a nice... He'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a nice... and gets down to avoid contact. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA